Welcome to this how-to video from cBioPortal. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use OQL to run a query based on high or low expression in a gene of interest. We'll start by selecting a study, and for this example, I'm going to choose this TCGA Pan-Cancer Atlas study of brain tumors. And I'd like to query for samples that have high expression of EGFR. To do this, I'm going to take advantage of Onco Query Language, or OQL, which is a way to refine your query to include the specific alteration types you're interested in. For full details, this link brings you to the complete documentation about OQL. OQL is quite straightforward. Enter your gene of interest, follow it with a colon, and then add the appropriate keywords for the alteration types of interest. This could be mut for mutations or amp for amplifications. Or in this case, I want high expression, so I'm entering EXP greater than 1. And what this will give me is samples where the Z-score for EGFR expression is more than 1, meaning the EGFR expression level is more than 1 standard deviation above the mean. I can also query for samples with low expression by typing EXP less than -1. And this will give me samples with Z-scores below -1. Before running the query, I need to select an appropriate Z-score profile in this section above. And I'm going to select Z-scores relative to all samples for this example. Note that if I select this profile without entering any OQL below, there is a threshold set here. By default, it's ± 2. But when you enter OQL below, that overrides this setting. So now I can submit my query. And here in the OncoPrint, we'll see that 11% of samples have relatively high mRNA expression of EGFR, that's a Z-score greater than 1, and 13% of samples have relatively low expression of EGFR, that's a Z-score less than -1. You can also see that OQL written right here. Now, you might wonder how I decided on a Z-score cutoff of 1. I encourage you to look at the data for your gene of interest and choose an appropriate cutoff. One way to do that is here on the Plots tab by setting one of your axes to the appropriate mRNA Z-score profile so you can explore the distribution of expression in your cohort. Another option is to use Study View, where you can add charts showing the expression pattern for a gene across all samples. For more on that, check out one of our other how-to videos linked here and in the description below. From here, we can utilize all the other features of Results View based on our query, including the Comparison tab, where instead of the default altered and unaltered groups, we can select groups corresponding to each of our OncoPrint tracks and look at differences, for example, in outcomes between patients with high and low expression of EGFR. We hope you found this video helpful. If you have additional questions, please explore the other resources listed here or reach out to us by email.